I've been studying climate for 42 years. When I got into the business, global cooling was the consensus. And I was as opposed to that as I am to the warming, because I knew, looking at the long-term record of climate, that it fluctuates and varies all the time. It's always changing, always has and always will. And I also realized that what was going on was well within natural variability. But of course, the story that was out there was this is unnatural, therefore it must be something that humans are causing. And what happened in the cooling trend was they said, oh, the temperature's going down, oh, and simple linear trend, it'll keep on cooling. But then, of course, it did, because it was natural, started to go up again in the 80s, and then the trend was upwards. And I can tell you how it came about. The whole global warming and climate thing is a subset of the environmental trend that we're in. And environment is very necessary, very good shift, paradigm shift. But certain people grabbed it and saw the political and financial opportunities in it. A group called the Club of Rome, which was formed in Rome in 1968, took the Malthus idea that the world population would outgrow the food supply, and they applied that to all resources. They said the world population would outgrow all of the resources. On the climate side of it, they wanted something that was affecting the whole globe, because they knew that they could not get every nation on Earth to agree on something. So they wanted a threat from space, if you want. The whole world is threatened by global warming. That's why global warming and climate became the vehicle of choice for their political agenda. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. That panel was set up deliberately to isolate CO2 as the cause of the problem. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, they were told only to look at human causes of climate change. So that was the problem. It focused, of course, it allowed them then to focus on the greenhouse gases. But they only focused on one of the greenhouse gases. They focused on CO2. Why did they focus on, or why didn't they focus on CO2? By the way, there's only 4% of the greenhouse gases. How many people know that? They